everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and I just want to let you guys know a lot of information broke about Ultimate Team yesterday, and you guys have been ranting and raving. You guys have been on Mudhead, you've been tweeting, you've been going crazy, Facebook, Instagram, and you guys are very excited that the cover athlete, Antonio Brown, everybody's going to receive an 89 overall version of that card. Okay? Now, you guys might want to read the fine print, but even if you don't want to read the fine print, that's why you're here, for me to give you the real scoop about what's going on. Pretty much what happens is, in the past Maddens, right, what they would do is they would give you cards that would have higher overalls, and then over time, the card would lose the value. So what's going to happen is that 89 overall, 89 overall Antonio Brown, after like a couple, well, maybe a month, I don't know how long they'll give it to you, or maybe they'll give you a few uses of it, whatever it's going to be, his overall is going to drop. Okay? He's clearly a Nat, like most of us thought he would be, but this is a whole different scenario. What you guys are going to have to understand is this. You can't build your team based on that. Okay? So I want you to understand, because it's going to be something for you to be able to feel out how the card matters. This is what I want you guys to do. For you guys that are going to be getting a free elite cover athlete, you're going to want to feel out the card. You're going to want to see how that 89 overall plays compared to other cards. Okay? For instance, if you look at my team right now as we end Madden 18, 89 is going to be pretty high for a wide receiver in the beginning of the year. It's obvious. Now, EA could be very, very smart and make us see the difference in the cards by doing this as a promo, or they can leave it with the same mechanics where we see like, oh, that guy catches the same way that guy catches. Oh, that guy does the same animation that guy does, and then it kind of takes away from it. Okay, you guys understand what I'm saying? I want to make sure you understand that. This is a time that you guys can feel out if it's going to matter with the overall. So I need all of you guys to be very, very careful about how you utilize this AB. Okay? This is what I'm going to need you guys to do with that AB. Remember, there's no contracts. Because remember, in the past when they did it, they gave us the cards with the high overall with a certain amount of contracts. And then once the contracts were over, we just lost the card. There's no contracts. So he's indefinite. The whole thing is his overall is going to go down. Okay, so while he's at 89, this is what I'm going to want you guys to do, right? I'm going to want you to go, we're going to all do it. We're going to all do it together, right? When it happens, we're going to go to the item binder, right? And we're going to pick on that, we're going to pick that 89 overall AB. So I'm going to use one of my wide receivers as an example right now. Let's use this idiot. May you rest in peace. I think that's the guy that died, right? Dwight Clark. We're not going to use him because that kind of makes everybody sad. We're going to use Calvin Johnson. All right. What we're going to do is, once we do this, we're going to go and we're going to look at his attributes. All right? This is the way that I figure out if cards work. It's very, very simple. I look at what they have, and then I go over to the end, and then I scroll down and look at all the other things that they're doing. So I can say, all right, this guy's supposed to have this. His jumping's supposed to be a 99. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to do that. All this stuff. Stiff arm, all that stuff, right? I then go into a game. It doesn't have to be a ranked game. You know what I'm saying? Catch in traffic 96, spectacular catch 99. I go into a ranked game, right? Well, no, not always. I go into a solo or a ranked game. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to get blown out, I'll go into, a ranked game just randomly and just not care, right? I'm going to throw the ball to him a lot. I'm going to see what he's doing. And I'm going to figure out right then and there, all right, is this going to be a year where it doesn't matter? And that's what I want you guys to start thinking. You see, you guys got to think smarter. When I tell you that you're getting free cards, I'm telling you that you're going to have a way to build your team with that card that's going to remain his overall. This excitement over a free 89 overall AB wouldn't make sense financially to EA Sports. Because if everybody had an 89 to start, you see what I'm saying? It kind of nullifies the fact that there's going to definitely be one that's auctionable and tradable that's in the auction house. That you're going to be able to buy the real card that you can keep. But we don't want to get that card if we don't really see a difference early on. So now, after we see all those things, we're going to go into a game and we're going to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, we have a solo challenge that we could do. We got a 2-minute warning because EA is winding down. I think this is the last weekend also for boss battles. So if you guys held into your boss battles, like I thought they would give us a set to make it a little bit more exciting. They didn't. They just did whatever they wanted and just made it so you could quick sell the actual boss battle thing that they give you, the collectibles for like 3K each. So that doesn't really mean anything. I think it'll give me like 60K, but that's a joke. I'm going to probably invest in, Bradley Chubb as my last rookie premiere, and we'll see what goes on with that. But I thought that they would give us a little bit more. And like I said, we're speaking about AB. This is the situation right here that we're looking at. When you get that 89, whichever way you have to do it. And remember, there's a lot of different things. You could do squads with friends in 19, there's a lot of different ways to figure out if that card makes any sense. And remember, with the squad with friends, you could play against the CPU now. So you team up with your friends, you play against the CPU. A lot more fun where you don't have to worry about dealing with, other things that are going on inside the actual, ranked game world where the sliders just go all the way up. So pretty much what I do is I come out, like right now I'm on defense, and it looks like all I have to do is stop them. Why is it 2 minutes left? How many timeouts? Okay, they got no timeouts. All right, so look, pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock up, get the ball back, and I'm going to show you how I would do it. And this is the way that you typically do it. Like I said, a lot of you guys don't seem to understand that playing against the CPU really helps your squad. It really does. It really makes it so that you understand the complexities of the game. You get to see how the computer reacts, because always keep in mind, the computer cheats. Okay? So because the computer cheats, you want to make sure that the plays that you're running, you want to see how they react to it, because it'll help you to understand how, a human opponent will react to it. So pretty much, I'm going to throw a slant play, right? I'm going to do stuff like that. I'm just going to play around with it. If I was further back, I would throw longer, deep streaks. Because remember, we have to also see how the CPU plays against the deep ball. In this year, you can be beating somebody deep, and the guy will walk right into you, or he'll do pass interference. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll just run right in front of you and then just stop you from the play, and there'll be no call about it. Okay? So we have to be careful with that also. And we have to understand that, listen, this is what it's about. We have to make sure that this card is going to be of use to us, because if all of his stats don't matter, like right now he's running an out. You see how Calvin ran that out? They say that it's going to really matter with the route running and all the stuff that they're doing now. If you go back and look at the way he ran that route, Calvin Johnson has decent route running. So realistically, that route that he ran, you see how he cuts on the bottom left of the screen? That route, he's supposed to be able to run that route like on the dime, put his foot in the ground and keep it going. We have to look at that with Antonio Brown. Like, you guys don't seem to understand. It's a method to my madness. I want to see what counts. If his aggressive catch is crazy, I'm going to be throwing it into traffic. Remember, I'm on arcade mode right now, so why did he just do that? Why did he just... I don't understand what that was right there. He just started stumbling and just doing whatever he wanted. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to want to see how AB runs a post route, how he runs a C route. Is there any difference? And then I'm going to have a card on my team that's like a 60. And I'm going to put that same card up against it. And this is what I do in my downtime to try to figure out exactly what I'm going to be running, how they play this year, how they do different things. That's what I do. Okay, so out routes, C routes, post routes. If there's no difference, it doesn't make any sense to even have the guy in your lineup. Which most of the newbies that come to MUT are going to have him in their lineup anyway to make their lineup look falsely inflated. And then once he goes down, you're like, oh, what happened? That's why if he sucks from the jump, he won't even be in my lineup. Because I don't want it to affect my overall, and then it seems like, you know what I'm saying, I now got to go figure out what I have to do in order to get my team back up to that level. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to avoid all of that simply by seeing if he works out early and then getting away from it. And remember, I predicted that because AB is, he's like 5'10", whatever, 5'11", and he's a smaller receiver and he's a cover athlete, I predict that they might start giving you guys some weird catches like they did in 16. I'm not saying that I'm correct about it. I don't know for a fact. But whenever they've done that, you go back to OBJ, bro. When it's a short dude, you already know. You know what I'm saying? They got to make that dude look good, because you got guys like Leonard Fournette being mad about his rating. People are really into Madden. As ridiculous as a lot of us may think that it is, people are really into it. And for the most part, they don't play the game on the level that most of us play it. So they don't understand why a lot of people are upset about it. They're just casual players. But they're going to want to see stuff like that, which is why the appeal of Madden 16, even though for a lot of us that was trying to play it competitively, it made us just very, very angry. It was very exciting to a lot of other people. Because they were able to do that's the OBJ catch. And then, the punter, he's doing the OBJ catch. And it was stupid, but people liked it. That's why, and when I say people, like younger kids, and you knew that most of the time your player was going to get some crazy animation that made no sense. So in turn, that's how it worked out. You see what I'm saying? So if AB is able to do anything like that, if we come out, Madden 19 is out, we all get we get that card, and we go out there, we're running around with him, and he's doing stuff like that, I have nothing to say. Because now I know how to gear my team up. I know I won't need a Calvin Johnson. Because then I have to evaluate if height really matters the same way. Maybe it's the year of like, you know, OBJ, where it's a smaller, elusive, faster, quicker receiver. I won't need a Carmichael. I won't need a Calvin Johnson. I won't need a Dwight Clark. You see what I'm saying? I'll get what works, what goes with the actual year of Madden. Now, could that change? Absolutely. They could patch the game and everything will just be the complete opposite, like what they did when they patched the Hail Mary glitch and nobody plays C-routes anymore. That could actually happen. I know somebody will leave a comment about that. But we're going to go geared up based on what we see. So that's actually very, very huge in determining how all of our teams are going to be. And most of you guys don't even realize that yet. Some of you guys are like, yeah, that makes sense what he's saying, because now I don't have to invest the way I was going to invest, because they give us something that will let us know if the attributes really matter. So I want to know what you guys and girls are thinking about it. I'm still very excited for Madden 19. I'm just letting you guys know, don't fall for the fool's gold. We're going to test him out. We're going to see what he's about, and we're going to go from there. I want to thank everybody for watching. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys and girls next time. One love.